Hello everyone, my name is Ceren Çubukçu and today I'm going to introduce you our computer engineering department and software engineering department as well. Because as two departments we operate together, we have a very similar schedule and our programs are very similar. So that's why I'm going to introduce you two departments today. Again, my name is Ceren Çubukçu and I'm assistant professor doctor at the computer engineering department of our engineering faculty. So, if we talk about our aim of our computer engineering and software engineering department, we try to provide a strong background in engineering and basic science. Especially in your first year of classes, you take the major courses such as calculus, physics, and other general courses, Turkish and history course. And you have one introduction to computer or software engineering course, and you have an algorithms course in your first year. And our second aim is to teach the basic subjects and current approaches in the field of engineering. And we try to provide students with practical experience and experience with laboratory studies. Especially when we teach in engineering faculty, we have usually 2 hours of theoretical class and 2 hours of lab class. And in your lab studies, you get hands experience. For example, in physics lab, you do experiment in your engineering labs. For example, in your algorithms course lab, you code, you try to program and learn through the hands-on experience, and that's very important, especially in our engineering practices. And we try to direct students in the field of study in the sector related to computer and software engineering in accordance to their individual preferences. So when you get to engineering diploma in computer engineering and software engineering, you have many different work options. And not just you work as a developer, but you can work as a systems analyst, system engineer, database expert, information systems responsible, network responsible, web programmer, R&D engineer, software developer, software tester, and even you work as a software developer. These also change according to you do backend development or front-end development. Sometimes you do UX design. So human computer interactions, e-commerce expert. So there are many different options when you work as a computer or software engineer. And if we introduce you our engineering faculty in general, we have 5 departments in our engineering faculty. These are computer engineering, software engineering, industrial engineering, electrical engineering, and civil engineering. All of our programs operate 100% in English. Only our civil engineering program has English and Turkish program. So civil engineering program operate both in 100% Turkish and in 100% English according to your choice. And our structure of our faculty is organizational structure is as follows. So we have instructors and you have an advisor and we have the head of our departments, head of our computer engineering or software engineering department or other departments. We have a vice dean and we have a dean. So if you have a problem, you need to first go to your advisor, especially for your course selections. So your advisor is responsible from your courses. And if your advisor, for example, cannot solve the problem, you can go to the head of the department, then to the vice dean, and then to the dean at last. We use Blackboard for all of our studies, for all of our online classes, and for everything. So it is important that you learn how to use Blackboard and you have access to the Blackboard. And if you have any problem accessing to the Blackboard or doing anything on Blackboard, you can get help from us, or you can again watch YouTube videos related to Blackboard because it's a very popular program used all over the world. So when you access to the Blackboard, you can see your classes, and when you go into your classes, you can see that your instructor uploads the syllabus uploads the PowerPoint presentations or worksheets, depending on your class. And we also do midterms and final exams through the Blackboard as well when we are doing the online education. And if we talk about our educational program for computer engineering program and software engineering program, like I said, in our first year you take general courses such as calculus, physics, English, Turkish language, history, and we have introduction to computer engineering, introduction to software engineering, and we have algorithms and programming course. In our second, third, and fourth years, you started to take your engineering courses, and we have three types of course. We have the required courses, we have the field electives, and we have the university elective courses. For the field elective courses, you elect courses related to your computer engineering or software engineering course. But for the university elective courses, you can select social sciences courses such as Spanish class or Italian class or introduction to cinematography class. So there are many different kinds of course that you can choose from. When we talk about the required courses, we have the data structures, we have digital system design, computer networks, database management systems, software engineering courses, and in your fourth year, you have to make a graduation project in order to graduate. So in your fall semester, you take graduation project 1, and in your spring semester, you have to take graduation project 2. So every student needs to make a graduation project in their final year in order to graduate. And also, you need to make an internship. An internship is required for you to graduate. Internship is 30 days. So 30 work days of internship is required. Some students make this internship at once, but some students prefer to divide it into 2 programs. For example, after your second year, you can make an internship for 15 days, and after your third year, you can make an internship for 15 days more, or you can do it all at once after your third year. But every student needs to complete this internship program in order to graduate as an engineer. And also, you need to follow your academic schedule in order to learn about when you need to choose your courses, or when there is a final exam, or when there is a holiday. So if you go to maltepe.edu.tr website, you can see the academic calendar in that website, and it's recommended for you to follow that academic calendar so that you know when you need to select your classes before the semester starts. And after your selection of your classes, you need to tell to your academic advisor that your classes needs to be approved so that you can start your classes. So every advisor, every student needs to go to their advisor in order for their classes to be approved. So you need your classes to be approved through the semester so that you can follow your grades through the system. We use the MUBIS system for the grades. So we use Blackboard system for the courses and for the online classes, but we use MUBIS system for your grades. So if you want to follow your grades, you need to access to the MUBIS system and see your grades. Also, usually instructors announce their midterm time or final time through their MUBIS system as well, or if there's a quiz, they announce it through there as well. Every course has a syllabus, and you need to follow this syllabus in the Blackboard system so that you know how many exams you have or how many homeworks you have through this syllabus system, and what are their percentages. So every instructor has a different kinds of syllabus for different kinds of classes. And you have the option of making a double major or a minor program through our computer engineering or software engineering department. So if you, for example, choose to make a double major, you can double major through industrial engineering program, electric engineering program. If you want to make a minor, You can make a minor through other faculties as well. For example, you can make a minor through our business administration department, through the mathematical department, or through the psychology department, and these are all belong to different kinds of faculties. This is not in our engineering faculty, so these are in different kinds of faculties. But of course, these depend on your grades, and you can choose to apply to these programs in your second or third years. But of course, it's recommended that you apply as soon as possible in your second year. But in order to apply to these programs, you need to have very good grades. Otherwise, you cannot even apply to make a major or a minor. And we have, of course, Erasmus options. We have different kinds of agreements through different kinds of countries. So we have, for example, as far as I know, we have an agreement through Germany, we have an agreement through Greece, Poland, Romania, Bulgaria, Lithuania. So we have these kinds of different agreements through different schools. But in order to have the best knowledge about these agreements, you can visit the international office, or you can even visit the international office website and see the latest agreements. Also in our engineering website, if you go to the computer engineering department, you can see the Erasmus agreements under the computer engineering website as well to our engineering faculty. And again, you can ask us, you can come to us and ask us, and we try to help you if you decide to make an Erasmus. But usually students go to their Erasmus programs in their third or fourth grades, especially in their third grades, and they apply to these programs in their second grades. So you can apply in your second year, and if, of course, you need to have good grades in order to apply, and you need to speak English very well. So you need to take an English exam first, and then if you pass that English exam, you can go to the Erasmus program. And we have different kinds of student clubs in our school. We have, I believe, more than 100 clubs in our school, and these clubs include, for example, music, dance, travel club, or other, for example, sports club. And there's also engineering clubs as well, specific to engineering students. For example, robotics club and a software engineering club. They do work on artificial intelligence. So there are many different kinds of clubs. You can even learn these clubs through other students that are in second, third, or fourth years, or you can learn about these clubs in the cultural center. There's an office called sports and culture, so you can go to that office and learn about different kinds of clubs. And all of our graduates can easily find jobs because right now we are in the age of computers, of course, and during especially this COVID-19 pandemic, everyone noticed that the computers and internet are very important for their lives. So we work online right now. You take classes online, so everyone is working through internet at their homes. So that is why there's a rise on computers and software. So our graduates can easily find jobs, and they don't have any problems of finding jobs. And like I said, they can work in very different kinds of sectors. So, for example, they can work in information sector, in banks, in software engineering firms, or in defense industry. So they work in many different kinds of places, because everyone needs computer engineering and software engineering graduates right now. And like I said, every student has an advisor, and you need to talk with your advisor if you have any problems about course selection or any other problems regarding your academic life. And if your advisor cannot solve your problems, but they do most of the time, so they solve many problems most of the time, you can either come to the head of the department or vice dean or dean in sequence, or you can even come to our department and ask any instructor for help, and we try to help you. And once again, welcome to Maltepe University. My name is Ceren Çubukçu. And if you have any questions, you can also find me and ask me your questions. And thank you very much for listening, and have a great semester and have a great school life here in Maltepe.